Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here. Again, rocking out with our Elemental Hero playmat this week. And before we get into today's deck, it is the Mech Lords. It's a little bit of an update. It's not too drastic of an update from our last build of it. But I just wanted to remind you guys before we do this to keep voting in the comment section about whether or not you want the Nordic God cards and of course the Earthbound Immortals to each get their own deck. Because again, I really do think I can make 10 different variants for you guys, and that might be more enjoyable overall than just getting 2 decks out of those 2 groupings of cards. So, that said, let's talk about the Mech Lords. These guys were initially like the Synchro Destroyers. A couple of them do hit the God level of this deck. We're going to focus in on the Mech Lord Astro Dragon Triskelion like we did last time. And we got a little trick that you guys may or may not remember that allows us to do this without really needing to interact with our opponent. That said, though, Synchro is more and more, like you see it more in competition than you did when these guys first released. So, that's it. Let's get you guys a deck list, shall we? So the first card we're going to need to play is the Super Paragraph Monster, the Mech Lord Army Deployer Obligado. Holy crap. And I'm supposed to be an English speaker, you know. During the main phase, let's see if this will, there we go. During the main phase, you can activate this effect, destroy this card, and if you do, special summon 2 Mech Lord Army monsters from the deck in defense, except same name. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the remainder of the turn except Machine. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you may activate this effect. During the end phase of the turn, you can inflict 100 points of damage to the opponent per Mech Lord monster that you currently control. Each effect is a once per turn. So again, he's going to be a great way for us to summon things. And just right off the rip, since he does lock us into machines, guys, don't worry, there's no Utopia in this. I know that you guys are so used to me seeing the ability to play 2 4s and going straight for Utopia, but just not today. Going over those other Mech Lord Army cards, we're going to use 2 copies of Grenell. Gains 100 per each Mech Lord on the field, monster-wise, except for himself, of course. And when this card is normal summoned, you may target one face-up monster card, that the opponent controls, and have that target's original attack until the end of the turn. So, as long as he's summoned with somebody else, he'll be at 17, which means he can take somebody down up to 3,400. Next up will be the Mech Lord Army of Skeel. Again, we're going to run this one at 2. In fact, we're going to be doing 2s for each of the 3 different army monsters. This one gains 200 attack for every Mech Lord on the field except for itself. And when this one is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, we can special summon 1 Mech Lord army from the deck. So again, if you guys have got it like set past turn, this can get you into Obligado so that you can start making your plays. And then next up, last up for that, is going to be the Army of Wissel. Gains 100 for every Mech Lord on field except self. Once per turn, when another Mech Lord monster that you control declares an attack on a defense position monster, you can activate this effect during the battle or during that battle. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing to the opponent. Again, it's going to be the strongest of the armied cards at 1,800. So very nice. The 10-star, the one that is actually our god and kind of our big beating behemoth, will be the Triskelion Mech Lord Astro Dragon. Let's see if we can zoom in just a pinch. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from the hand by banishing 3 Mech Lords with different names from the graveyard. Very easy to do in this deck. Once per turn, when this card declares an attack, you can look at the opponent's extra deck, equip 1 monster from it to this card. So stop. It don't matter if they're playing synchros. It gets better if they are. It don't matter. What we're going to do is we are going to take something that's valuable out of their extra deck after we get to verify everything that they're going to play. This makes this card just insanely good, which is also why it has to be locked within its own archetype. Because obviously, if you made this like how the Sacred Beasts, you could just tribute 3 Fiends for Raviel. Well, if you were able to just tribute or banish like 3 machines for Triskelion, this card would just be broken. You couldn't do this. But okay, so you can equip that card to this. Okay. This card gains attack equal to the combined attack of all equipped monsters. Of those equipped monsters, meaning the ones equipped by that effect. So just real quick, we got that extra deck pile up here. Let's say I just took Ausa out. This would be giving my Triskelion an 1850 power bonus. If instead we got that Aqua Dragon, I'd be getting a 2250 power bonus. And let's see, I got a Synchro over there. So let's go with the Immortal Dragon. That would only be a 500 point bonus, but it is a Synchro, so it does get the extra effect. What that is while this is equipped with a Synchro monster card, this can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during every battle phase. It starts at 3,000, which, again, maybe isn't all that crazy until you remember the fact that we could literally equip it with cards and gain power. And it doesn't have to just equip Synchros to itself. Just gets a big bonus if it does. Moving on, we do have the Mech Lord Emperors. We are going to play 2 copies of Grinnell. Cannot be normal summoned or sent, must be special summoned by its own effect. When a face-up monster you control is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard except damage, you may special summon this from the hand. So again, when Mech Lord Obligato, Army Obligato does this thing, then Emperor Grinnell can jump. You special summon this from the hand once per turn. Target a Synchro the opponent controls, equip that to this card. Gain attack and defense equal to half your life points. This card gains attack and defense equal to half your life points and attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters equipped to it by its own effect. Target one of these equipped monsters, special summon that target to my side of the field in defense mode. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was reading that right because it's been a minute. Normally, I just use them as link material. But again, seeing more and more Synchros lately, this may or may not come in more handy. Next up, we're going to use 2 copies of the Mech Emperor Roussel. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by its own effect. When a face-up monster we control is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, it's exactly like the other one. You can special summon this from the hand. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack once per turn. You can target 1 Synchro monster the opponent controls, equip it to this. Gain attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters equipped to it by its own effect. Once per turn, when the opponent activates a spell card as a quick effect, we may negate the activation if we do destroy it. It is just a shame that he's the only one that can attack. Again, half the time, I'm just using him for like Synchro, or not Synchro. Well, yeah, Synchro. Synchro and Link plays. We do run 1 copy Mech Lord Emperor Roussel, the Synchro Absorption. Again, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by its own effect. During the opponent's turn as a quick effect, we can send 1 face-up Mech Lord we control to the graveyard to special summon this from our hand. This effect is only once per turn. If this is special summoned, we can target 1 monster the opponent controls. It cannot attack for the remainder of the turn. When a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card or cards on the field, quick effect, we contribute this card, negate, and destroy that card. This is very situational and actually something I'm kind of on the fence about right now. It still does its job, but just it doesn't seem to do it as well. The next card we're going to use 3 copies, and it's going to be the Infinity Core. So what we're going to do with this, the first time this card would be destroyed by battle every turn, it is not. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If normal or special summoned, add 1 Mech Lord spell or trap from deck to hand. If it is destroyed by card effect, you may special summon 1 Mech Lord Emperor from hand or deck with a different attribute from the monsters that you control, ignoring its summoning conditions. For the remainder of the turn, you may only declare an attack with 1 monster. So again, he's pretty useful. He's also another reason why we've got some links and some sync. And then we are going to run 1 hand trap. We are going to run Ash Blossom, guys. And again, I mean, if you're going to prioritize a hand trap, the most versatile one should be the one that you're going to use. And I've been catching a little bit of resistance to this card lately. People are saying, they're like, well, you know, Ash Blossom, not exactly the best hand trap right now. And I mean, okay, maybe, but I think you are forgetting that any effect that draws is also adding cards from the deck to your hand. I have absolutely had my Pot of Extravagance stopped with this effect. I've had my Pot of Duality stopped with this effect. I've had any tutoring effect stopped with this effect. When I've played Lightsworn, I've had my effects stopped with this effect. So, like, don't hate it too much, but just real quick, we are going to take the opponent's interaction out when we get to the extra deck. So we do need a nice 3-star tuner. And outside of the most playable hand trap, I couldn't think of a better option. Now, real quick, because we did zoom in, I'm going to go ahead and clear the field. So, guys, if you would like, go ahead, take the notes, make the screenshot happen, whatever you need. I'll be right back with the spells and the traps. All right, not only are we back, but I went ahead and fixed the screen one more time. And I'm going to show you like the basic beatdown variant. You guys could go a little more control aspect if you want. And if you do, you just take out the first 3 cards. So the first 3 cards I'm adding are going to be limiter removals. Again, it's a nice effect. It's going to destroy our Mech Lords, which allows us to play the Emperors. Since the Emperors will come in during the end phase, they will be fine. And everything else, they're not going to get affected by the power bonus, which means they also won't get destroyed. It is just something I like to do. And again, if we go through the deck for the attacks, these become 24, become 32, become 24, become 36, becomes 6,000, becomes whatever plus equipments, becomes 5,000 before equipments, becomes 5,000 before equipments, and then I don't think that one ever actually gains anything. So again, for me, limiter removal made sense, but again, like this could be Called by the Grave, this could be another Raigeki, sorry. This could be a Harpy's Feather Duster. This could be any 3 cards that you guys want to play. You could even just, maybe just stage it down a little bit. Play one, play a Harpy's Feather Duster, play the Called by the Grave. Play that one as well, and you'll be fine. Next up, I played 3 copies of the Continuous Mech Lord Assembly. When this card is activated, we can add 1 Mech Lord from deck to hand. And again, it does not care, does not want to give us a star level. Guys, I can just grab Triskelion off this. Like, that to me is just insane. But usually I think I grab Obligato. Then you can only activate 1 of these per turn. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. So you can discard a card, target a monster that you control, destroy it, fine. This allows us to play the Emperors and stuff. If a face-up Mech Lord monsters you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, target one other card that's face-up on the field, or one other face-up spell trap on the field and destroy that. So again, while one's being destroyed like Obligato, I can go ahead, I can summon out my 2 cards while destroying your field spell or, whatever else you had that was face-up, and it makes for like a better play. So it is different. We are using 3 copies of the Mech Lord Deflection. Nice quick play here. Target a Mech Lord monster that you control. Your opponent takes no battle damage from attacks involving that face-up monster until the end of this turn. Also, the attack becomes permanently the combined attack of all Mech Lords you currently control. Now, it is original attack of all Mech Lords that you currently control. So again, if you have like Wissel and he's already absorbed somebody, you're not going to get the double up on the additional gains. It's going to be, okay, he's going to get the 25, plus that guy's 12, plus that guy's, 16. It's not going to be all like the crazy buffs. But this is a crazy buff. And again, this is another reason why you guys could get away without playing the limiter removal. For me, it's just more of a beatdown. It helps me clear the field. Second effect, if a Mech Lord monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can banish this card from the discard pile instead, activating 1 of these per turn. It's really good. 1 for 1 allows us to play some of our 1 stars. This really lets me develop the core faster. 2 Gekis to blow up stuff. 3 infinite impermanence for the obvious negations. And then the last trap to bring us up to 40 is going to be 2 copies, the Mech Lord Astro, the Eradicator. And I guess the squirrels are super active today because there goes my dog again. Screaming, it sounds like, which is awesome. Target 3 Mech Lord monsters with different names in the graveyard, add them to your hand or special summon them, ignoring conditions. Until the end of your next turn after this card is activated, you cannot special summon except for machines. If you control a Mech Lord Astro monster, you may banish this from the graveyard to destroy 1 synchro that your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to the opponent equal to the original attack. Each effect is a hard once per turn. So again, once you end up playing up against more synchro decks, like the Zombie World stuffs, this might help out just, clearing out 1 character. But of course, we already have to be boarded into our boss card. So again, just real quick, screenshots and stuff. I'm going to go check on the puppy dog real quick, see what's going on, and then I'll be back with the next deck for you guys. See you in a bit. All right, my friends. Apparently my neighbor's doing yard work like a normal human, like a normal adult here, and my dog just does not like that. So she may keep going off. I don't know. It is what it is, and I do apologize. So if you hear a dog growling, chances are it's my silly puppy Layla, and she's doing her best to protect her couch from the naughty people raking up leaves. I'm sorry. But let me get you guys that extra deck. First thing we're going to start off with is, again, that Armory Arm. We do play a bunch of level 1s. We do play one 3-star tuner. So it is apt that we play one of these. It is tuner plus non-tuners. Once per turn, we can equip this to a monster or unequip it to special summon it, much like a Union card. While equipped to a monster by its own effect, the monster gains 1,000 attack points. And when the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, we inflict damage to the opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So what I'm saying is, if we play Armory Arm with Triskelion, we don't get Triskelion's ability to grab the full 1,800 off the card. Instead, what we do is we get to bring Triskelion up to an actual god stat of 4K with 3 attacks because he's equipped with a Synchro, and the ability of Flame Wingman. They can attack monsters 3 times in this turn. So again, I mean, you guys decide. Personally, I think that's one of the best and most fun plays. So I'm always not... You're never not going to see me play this deck and not include Armory Arm for exactly that reason. Other cards you guys are familiar with? You guys know Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder because it's a good card. Second up, you guys know Exciton Knight. Sometimes you're going to get behind and you're going to need to blow the field in order to start making plays again. So again, just do that. We do run a single copy of Gear Gigant. I wanted to find spot for a second one, but for now it's just working. It is going to be 2 level 4 machines. Once per turn, detach material, add a level 4 or lower machine from deck or grave back to hand. Again, the rest of the effect works for Geargia. Don't worry about it. The reason that we want this card is we want to be able to get the correct Mech Lord cards on the low end, which again is everybody but the Triskelion. So almost your entire deck is searchable. You're welcome. We also use number 41, Baguska, because again, much in the same vein of Evil Swarm Exciton, it's just good to sometimes take that defensive pose, as well as Tornado Dragon. And again, out of these moves, I have definitely played the Tornado Dragon, the Exciton Knight, and the Gigant the most. And when I play the Gigant, I go into the search, get my swing, and usually end on the Divine Arsenal, because again, what this is it's a machine to a machine, and we can get this off of the Obligato play. So again, don't worry about it. It really does let us try to set up into being able to play out the Triskelion faster. And it's fun. It really is. The rest are all like really good links, and you guys should know all of these. So we're just going to show them. We've got Apollousa. We've got Boral Sword. You guys called it. It's going to be IP, Cerberus, Phoenix, Unicorn. Since there's ones and consistent number of ones, I went with a Link Karibo because why wouldn't you? Additionally, I went with a Relinquished Anima because, again, why wouldn't you? And then, of course, my Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, because we can actually generate quite a few machines. And as long as we can maintain them, we can actually threaten this on a later turn. So just as long as it doesn't happen on the same turn as an Obligato play, you guys are perfect. So, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed playing this deck. And again, you know, if you guys want to support the channel, handful of very quick things to do. First and foremost, a like and a comment. They take seconds. They mean the world. It allows more duelists to find this channel, and hopefully that means more people get to enjoy this channel, which is really, that's like rule number 1 here. You got to enjoy this. Second, you know, maybe you haven't already. Consider subscribing to the channel. You know, maybe a notification bell. This way you're always up to date on what came out newest. That's fine. Additionally, let your friends know about the channel. Just kind of spread the word. That's going to work too. It looks like we've already broken 1,800 subscribers. So as a small channel, as somebody who didn't really think I'd ever get this far, this is amazing. This is fantastic. I'm really thinking that we could break 2,000 before the end of the year, which would be really crazy. And then maybe we'll be able to start expanding the budget a little bit. Since I moved, I haven't really had a lot in the budget to do the things I wanted to do. So I've been making do and doing the things I can do. So maybe we could change that. Maybe we can get more sleeves, we can get more cards, we can get more openings on the channel. And we could do more things that make you guys enjoy this. All right. Outside of that, all I ask, and even if you don't do any of the other stuff, do this. Seek a little bit of that self-help today. I don't care what you do for yourself, but I want you to go do something for yourself. Look, if you haven't had your cheat meal this week, I want you to go get whatever that is. I don't care if it is the nastiest thing on the Taco Bell menu. Not that Taco Bell is nasty, but like it's definitely not good for you. It just tastes good. Maybe you want a cheeseburger or something, go get that. Do the one thing that's going to be the thing that puts a smile on your face today, okay? That's what I want to see. I want you guys to smile today. I want you guys to enjoy it. And you know what? I want you guys to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing it. We are playing the Atlantean Knights. We're going all the way to Timaeus, the Knight of Destiny, in an Atlantean type god level deck. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. So until then, I hope that you guys stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and hope to see you guys later. Peace.